Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me. In this video I want to share with you the fault line technique. And for my sample today I'm going to be using the Be My Valentine and the Meant to Be stamp sets, and bundles. So the Meant to Be is new, and this one bundles with a die set. And then the Be My Valentine has been around for a couple of years now, and this one has a coordinating punch instead. And the bees are basically small, medium, and large. So all three different sizes, which gives you lots of options. You have different words and then of course a few more options with the dies. So just showing you where I'm getting the things that we're using for this sample. Okay, to do this technique, you need to have a card base, and I'm using the two-toned Pool Party, and I'm going to have the lighter side on the front. And now I've cut that the standard 4 1/8 or 4 1/4 width, depending on what size of cardstock you have. And then it's 5 1/2. And then this piece doesn't matter too much how big it is, anywhere between 2 1/2 and 3 1/2 inches. Okay. And just make sure that crease is nice and flat. And then you need to have another piece of cardstock or designer series paper that is about the same size as this flap here, maybe a little smaller, doesn't matter too much. And I'm using the two-toned Petunia Pop, and I think I'd like to have the darker color showing. So what I'm going to do, it actually doesn't matter, I'll just leave it on top so you can see it. Just hold them together and we're going to tear them. Now the fault line technique kind of requires tearing, and whenever there's tearing, if you have this two-tone paper, it's really good because then you get that nice white edge. All right, so now this piece and this piece, I'm just going to curl up those edges a little just to give it a little bit of texture. Okay, and if you want to, you can take a piece of sandpaper and just, actually you're not even going to see that piece, so it doesn't matter. You can just go along the edges and just give it a little bit of a white edge. And then you can add a little bit of texture to those edges if you wish. Now these two pieces that I tore together, we're going to adhere those together. So just put a little bit of glue there and line them up something like this. You could have a little showing or more showing than that. So you see how the shape kind of marries up. And then these ones, I just want to give those a little bit of an edge too. And we'll put these two together. And this creates the bottom of the card. So those are going to sit like this. So we just need something there in the middle. You could use a piece of window sheet, use some specialty paper. You could put your sentiment there. For this project though, what I did is I took a piece of white and I used the Meant to Be papers and just used some of the scraps I had and just created a little panel of the various prints. And that was inspired by this card that I did a couple of videos ago, 2 weeks ago. And I just liked this look with all the colors there and just making your own designer series paper basically. So we're going to put that in between these two to create our card front. So just line it up. And I'll just put a piece of tape along both edges. And then just a bit of glue along the edge there. So that should have it adhered pretty well. I'll do the same along the bottom here. So I'm just lining this piece up with the bottom of the back of the card. So that creates our card front. Now the inside isn't very pretty, so you'll probably just want to cut another piece of matching or coordinating paper just to cover up all those layers on the inside. And then I've layered a piece of white onto the Petunia Pop and then just use another little just scrap of paper, and we can put this on the inside for our writing. Okay, now let's finish up the front. Now I've got some of the words here for stamping. The Cute as Can Be, or the I Love You No Matter What. And I need to decide if I want that in black or in purple. I think I might try this one in black. And I maybe should have stamped that before I had all the layers in. Well, I definitely should have. I just didn't think of it. So let's try our luck. This two-toned cardstock, while I do love it, it's not the best for stamping. It does have other features that are quite great. I just feel like it bleeds just a little bit. So just keep that in mind and maybe use StazOn. And then I want to stamp a little trail for my bee, and I'm not going to put the bee too far into the card, so I'll just make it about like that. That's probably my favorite stamp in the sets. I love these. They're so cute. You could use them with your other images as well. Now I've pre-stamped the bee. So I've just done the stripes in black, of course, and then the body in Lemon Lolly. And then I have stamped the wings in StazOn on vellum. Put those about there. And then the antenna, put that there. So the antenna comes from the die set. The bee, I use the punch, and the wings, I use the punch, but if I've used the medium bee. If you use the smaller or larger, then there are dies for the wings and dies for the bee. So there's options no matter what size you select. And then we'll put this cutie right up there onto the little flying trail. And we'll add a heart. And I will use the darker side of the petunia pop. And if you want, you can just kind of lightly sand the edges of this just to tie in with the other edges. And we can put that right there. And then the die set comes with these 3 cute little flowers, so we'll put those on. And I've die cut those out of Bubble Bath. And last thing, let's just add some centers to those flowers. So that is the fault line technique. And here's one that I made earlier. The only difference really is the words. I use the other words and I stamped them in Petunia Pop. I think either color looks good, so whichever one you like better or whatever you have will be great. And this is a great way to use your scraps too. Now I have a few other samples to share with you. So this sample was shared by Julia Martin at a recent team event. And this is what inspired the topic of this video. Actually, I thought it was just a fun idea and easy and quick to do and a nice way to showcase your papers, or you could put a technique that you've done there in the middle. So that was the card that Julia shared with us. And then this one I made using the Floral Delight papers, and I've used the Old Olive two-tone papers and given those a little sand, and then used those Floral Delight dies there just to accent. And I like this little brown layer in through here to accent those flowers, and then just use some scraps there on the inside too. And for this project, I did the fault line going vertically rather than horizontally or on a diagonal, and I've used the Everyday Happiness papers, and these are quite pretty, and added those beautiful butterfly, I think that's literally what they're called, the beautiful butterfly dies. And then inside, I've used actually the Designer Series paper as my card base. So when you open it up, you see the other side of the paper too, which is quite nice. Quite a nice way to use your papers. And then this sample, I've gone back to an old favorite, Legendary Ride. And for the middle piece, you can see I've used silver foil that I've embossed with the metal plate folder, and then added our Fun Motorcycle. And I really had trouble with the sentiment. It just wasn't working. So I just took this idea, the tearing idea, and just tore off a piece and added this over the top. So you can't even see the mess that I made underneath there. And then inside just did some little stamping. There are my samples for you. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave me a comment, share this video with your friends, and of course subscribe. This is Jackie Williams, and I'll see you next video. Bye-bye.